Hello students, welcome to Connection Academy. So today we are going to do a new task 2. It's an essay. This task 2 has recently been seen in the examination and it has new ideas. It has a new topic. So it will be very interesting discussing this task 2. Let's start. Let's read out the statement first. Some businesses find that their new employees lack basic interpersonal skills such as cooperative skills. Now, first, what is interpersonal? Interpersonal skills are the skills which we use to communicate with other people. And one of the examples is given as cooperative skills. Cooperative skills means teamwork. So what is the question? The question is ਕਿ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਨਵੇਂ ਬਿਜ਼ਨਸਿਸ ਨੇ ਉਹ ਜਦੋਂ ਰਿਕਰੂਟਸ ਨੂੰ ਹਾਇਰ ਕਰਦੇ ਨੇ ਨਵੇਂ ਇੰਪਲੋਈਜ਼ ਨੂੰ ਹਾਇਰ ਕਰਦੇ ਨੇ ਸੋ ਇੱਕ ਚੀਜ਼ ਫਾਈਂਡ ਆਊਟ ਕਰਦੇ ਨੇ ਕਿ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਨਵੇਂ ਇੰਪਲੋਈਜ਼ ਨੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਇੰਟਰਪਰਸਨਲ ਸਕਿੱਲਸ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਕਿ ਕੋਆਪਰੇਟਿਵ ਸਕਿੱਲਸ ਆ ਉਹ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁੰਦੀਆਂ ਸੋ ਉਹ ਇੰਟਰਪਰਸਨਲ ਸਕਿੱਲਸ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਰੂਰੀ ਆ ਬਿਕੋਜ਼ ਅਗਰ ਨਵੇਂ ਇੰਪਲੋਈਜ਼ ਟੀਮ ਵਰਕ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਨਗੇ ਅਗਰ ਨਵੇਂ ਇੰਪਲੋਈਜ਼ ਇੱਕ ਦੂਸਰੇ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਕੋਆਪਰੇਟ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਨਗੇ then it will be a problem. So we have to find the causes behind this. What are the reasons? And we have to give some possible solution. So it is which type of essay? It is a causes and solutions type of essay. This essay is normally easy because you have clear-cut instructions what to write in body para 1, what to write in body para 2. But let's first start with our introduction. Our introduction, as you know, it has 4 parts. So first part is the background line in introduction. So let's start with the background lines. So students, I'll be giving you just the ideas. You will be writing the lines yourself. So first background means something to attract the attention of the examiner, like a hook. So to grab the examiner's attention, we tell something about the topic. So in this topic, the background line can be about businesses, about commerce, about the business world. So one idea is that business is run on a war footing nowadays. What is war footing? Means business ajkal jangi paddar te ਕੀਤਾ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ like a war it is run. Second background line idea can be that business is supremely competitive nowadays. Supremely means highly competitive. Business ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਿਹੜਾ competition ਹੈ ਉਹ ਬਹੁਤ ਹੀ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਹੈ ਅੱਜ ਕੱਲ੍ਹ. Third background line idea can be that business is going global. ਅੱਜ ਕੱਲ੍ਹ ਸਾਰੇ companies global ਨੇ so that means they can hire employees from anywhere in the world and employers ਜਿਹੜੇ business owners ਨੇ they have Epicurean tendencies. Epicurean tendencies, it is a very good phrase. It means they are very picky, they are very choosy. ਉਹ ਆਪਣੀ ਮਰਜ਼ੀ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ employee ਨੂੰ choose ਕਰਦੇ ਨੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ world 'ਚ ਕਿਤੇ ਵੀ employee ਮਿਲ ਸਕਦਾ ਹੈ ਜਾਪਾਨ ਤੋਂ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਤੋਂ ਅਮਰੀਕਾ ਤੋਂ ਜ਼ਰੂਰੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਸਿਰਫ ਇੰਡੀਆ ਤੋਂ ਹੀ ਹਾਇਰ ਕਰਨ so that is why they choose the employees very carefully. So after writing the background line, the first line, the second part of introduction is paraphrasing. Paraphrasing means writing the statement in your own sentences. So here we'll be just using some synonyms like instead of employees we can use here recruits. Instead of businesses or business people we can write commerce, we can use industry. Lack of basic interpersonal skills, instead of lack we can use paucity. Paucity is a synonym of lack, P-A-U-C-I-T-Y. Basic we can use fundamental, and interpersonal skills we will not change because that is the main idea. So interpersonal skill will be using the same phrase. Instead of cooperative skills we can use teamwork or working in a team. So using these synonyms you should try to create your own paraphrasing. Like one example can be many often employers face challenges such as paucity of fundamental interpersonal skills amongst their new recruits. ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਆਪਣੇ ਨਵੇਂ recruits ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇਹਨਾਂ skills ਦੀ paucity ਮਿਲਦੀ ਹੈ. So that is our paraphrasing. Amongst their new, what is the synonym we used for employees? Recruits. RECURTS. That is our paraphrasing. So that is the second part of our introduction, or the second line of our introduction. The third line is the thesis line. Thesis line means what you will be doing, or what the topic is about, what the essay is going to be about, what the body paras are going to say. So in thesis, in this type of essay, we can list one cause and one solution. So you can say the primary. So think about a cause. Which cause can be used? The primary cause or reason can be ascertained. Ascertained means judged. कि इन्हू judge किया जा सकता है as inexperience. So I thought that this is the primary cause कि new employees ਜਿਹੜੇ ਨੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਕੋਲ inexperience ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁੰਦਾ. ਕੁਛ ਵੀ ਇੱਥੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੇ ਸਕਦੇ ਸੀ, like lack of time for adaptation. ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ time ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਜਾਂਦਾ adapt ਕਰਨ ਲਈ. So that kind of thing. And second part of thesis is the solutions. So in the same line, we'll be using a connector that which can be overcome or solved by a professional approach. ਇਹਨੂੰ ਕਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ solve ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ? ਇੱਕ business ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ professional approach ਦੇ ਨਾਲ. So that is our thesis line. That is the third part of our introduction. And the last line of our introduction is outline. Outline means what is the course of action for the coming paragraphs. So the further course of this essay, so you can write this in your own words also. The further course of this essay will examine these in an elaborate manner or detailed manner, whatever synonym you want to use here. Elaboration, elaborate, any word you can use here. Okay. So what is the length of introduction? Combining these 4 lines, your background line, your paraphrasing, your thesis, and your outline, the introduction should be 50 to 65 words maximum. Don't try to cross this limit, because as we know, in IELTS essay we have a total word limit of 250 words, and we have a time limit also of 40 minutes. We can exceed 250 words, we can go till 270, 280, but again we have to be very mindful of the time. ਸਾਨੂੰ time ਦਾ ਬਹੁਤ ਧਿਆਨ ਰੱਖਣਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਅਸੀਂ. Okay, so let's move to our main body para 1 now. Now as you must have got by now that in one body para we'll be listing the causes, and in the second body para we'll be listing the solutions, and lastly we'll be listing the conclusion. Conclusion is the shortest para. So main body para 1. Main body para 1, it should be about 80 to 95 words in length. And the pattern will be following. किस तरह से करना है? We'll be writing 3 points plus 1 example. This is the easiest and the most effective scoring method of writing main body para 1. Many institutes, many YouTube channels, they'll try to teach you to write 1 point and then explain 1 point only, but that is very difficult approach. The better approach is writing 3 separate points using connectors and writing one example at the end of the body para. So let's start with the body para. So you can say one of the root causes or one of the primary causes. Use any opening line here. So what can be the root cause or the primary cause? So the same thing we said here, but we'll be writing it in our other words using some synonyms. So the basic idea we'll be using here is lack of exposure. ਉਹਨਾਂ ਕੋਲ exposure ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਨਵੇਂ EMPLOYEES ਦੇ ਕੋਲ, ਬਿਕੋਜ਼ ਉਹ ਸਿੱਧਾ ਕਾਲਜ ਤੋਂ ਯੂਨੀਵਰਸਿਟੀ ਤੋਂ ਆ ਰਹੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ। ਸੋ ਕਿਸ ਚੀਜ਼ ਦਾ ਐਕਸਪੋਜ਼ਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁੰਦਾ? ਐਕਸਪੋਜ਼ਰ ਆਫ ਰੀਅਲ ਲਾਈਫ ਸਿਚੁਏਸ਼ਨਸ। ਉਹਨਾਂ ਕੋਲ ਰੀਅਲ ਲਾਈਫ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਬਿਹੇਵ ਕਰਨਾ, ਇਸ ਚੀਜ਼ ਦਾ ਵਿਜ਼ਡਮ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁੰਦਾ, ਇਸ ਚੀਜ਼ ਦੀ ਨੌਲੇਜ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁੰਦੀ। ਸੋ they have not experienced any challenges, they have not accomplished any tasks, so there is a lack of confidence also, there is a lack of experience also. So all these things combined, they are a recipe for disaster. Means these things combined, they turn into a disaster, and the performance of the employees is not good, and they turn diffident also, because they were trained regarding their professional skills only. ਉਹ ਕਿਸ ਚੀਜ਼ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ adroit ਨੇ? Adroit means skillful. ਉਹ adroit ਨੇ ਆਪਣੀਆਂ professional skills ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ. They are not adroit in working in a practical setting. Okay, let's start with the second reason. This is our first primary cause. You have to elaborate it in your own words. The second is the time given for adaptation. See, I listed it here also. So the time for adaptation, time for integration, another synonym you can use here. So time for adaptation or time for integration is minimal. Means ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਥਰਡ ਫੋਰਥ ਡੇ ਹੀ ਰਿਸਪੌਂਸਿਬਿਲਟੀ ਦੇਣਾ ਸਟਾਰਟ ਕਰ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ, ਬਹੁਤ ਹੈਵੀ। ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਕੋਈ ਵੀ ਟਾਈਮ ਨਹੀਂ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਡਿਟੇਲ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਅੰਡਰਸਟੈਂਡ ਕਰਨ ਲਈ। ਸੋ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਆਪਣੀ ਗੱਲ ਰੱਖਣ ਦਾ ਹਾਲੇ ਪੂਰਾ ਤਰੀਕਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਉਂਦਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ, ਐਂਡ ਲੈਕ ਆਫ ਟਾਈਮ ਦੀ ਵਜ੍ਹਾ ਨਾਲ ਫਿਰ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਸਟਰੈਸ ਵੀ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ। ਦੇ ਸਫਰ ਫਰੋਮ ਓਵਰ ਸਟਰੈਸ। They are not able to comprehend. Comprehend means understand all the nitty-gritties. Nitty-gritties means details of the business world, and as a result they are lacking in interpersonal skills. ਫਿਰ ਉਹ ਘਬਰਾਉਂਦੇ ਨੇ ਕਿਸੇ ਨਾਲ ਵੀ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਨ ਤੋਂ। Okay, let's start with the third reason. So the third reason, yes students, think of it, what can be used. Now these two things plus another thing can be that those candidates are recruited by the employers. So ਜਿਹੜੇ employers ਨੇ, ਜਿਹੜੇ business owners ਨੇ, ਉਹ careful ਨਹੀਂ ਆ। ਸੋ ਉਹਨਾਂ candidates ਨੂੰ recruit ਕਰ ਲੈਂਦੇ ਨੇ who do not have proper communicative, problem solving or professionalism skills. Means candidates are recruited without proper screening. No proper screening is done. So screening ਜਿਹੜੀ ਕਿ ਬਹੁਤ ਹੀ ਜ਼ਰੂਰੀ ਸੀ, ਉਹ ਅਸੀਂ ਕੀਤੀ ਨਹੀਂ। ਕੈਂਡੀਡੇਟਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਅਸੀਂ ਦੇਖਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਕੋਈ ਵੀ ਪ੍ਰੋਫੈਸ਼ਨਲਿਜ਼ਮ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗਾ, ਕੋਈ ਵੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਮਿਊਨੀਕੇਸ਼ਨ ਸਕਿੱਲਸ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗੀਆਂ। ਸੋ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਐਜੂਕੇਸ਼ਨ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਪ੍ਰੋਪਰ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਸਕੂਲ ਕਾਲਜ ਦੇ ਟਾਈਮ 'ਤੇ ਮਿਹਨਤ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਕੀਤੀ। ਸੋ ਅਗਰ ਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਸਕਿੱਲਸ ਹੀ ਮਿਸਿੰਗ ਆ, ਸੋ ਫਿਰ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਐਕਸਪੈਕਟ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ that they will be performing well in a company. Okay, all right, and the example we'll be using here is that in many government jobs this kind of situation can be found. So in government job, employees are hired sometimes who do not have proper skills, or you can say in many small companies. Second example, companies which do not have proper recruiting procedures, ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਕੋਲ proper staff ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਕਿ ਕਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਅਸੀਂ recruiting ਕਰਨੀ ਆ, ਉਹ companies ਦੀ example ਦੇ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ ਤੁਸੀਂ। Or another good example is in developing countries. So like in countries like India, it is a big problem because in developing countries, even the employers, the boss, they don't have enough knowledge. Okay, so this example will be using and try to cover all the points using synonyms. All right, let's move to main body para 2. Now the main body para 2, it follows the same instructions. Word limit, 3 points plus example. So let's start with the first point here. So the first point, yes, what we have to list here, we have to list the solutions. So turning to the solutions or suggesting the possible remedies for this. So the first solution, so we'll get solutions from here only. So the first is to provide them training. When you hire an employee, to provide them paid training, that is one of the best methods to keep them motivated. So the employees are motivated, to provide them paid training of 2 to 3 weeks. This is done in all the international companies like in Google, Facebook. This is very common that they provide paid training. So many international companies, they have their own universities also. Can you imagine? बहुत सारे international companies ने, जिस तरह Google है, Facebook है, ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਆਪਣੇ universities ਨੇ. So ਇਹ online ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ link ਦੇ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ and you have to complete the courses on their university link, and after completing those courses you are given certificates and you can be using that time to train properly for your job. So this is our first example, first point. Our second point is that they should be given enough time to interact with their co-workers. So how they can be given enough time to interact with co-workers? So you need to organize some activities. So co-workers ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਕੀ activities ਅਸੀਂ organize ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ? Get togethers ਹੋ ਸਕਦੇ ਨੇ, weekly get togethers ਹੋ ਸਕਦੇ ਨੇ, fortnightly get togethers ਹੋ ਸਕਦੇ ਨੇ, co-workers ਦੇ ਨਾਲ joint seminars ਹੋ ਸਕਦੇ ਨੇ, workshops ਹੋ ਸਕਦੇ ਨੇ. So that outside of the job setting, job ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਵੀ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸੀਨੀਅਰਸ ਨੇ ਉਹ ਜੂਨੀਅਰਸ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਇੰਟਰੈਕਟ ਕਰਨ ਐਂਡ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ opportunity ਮਿਲੇਗੀ, department meetings ਹੋਣਗੀਆਂ. So that is why they are able to work properly. That is our second point here. And third point is, so ਸਾਡਾ ਇੱਥੇ third problem ਕੀ ਸੀ? That businesses recruit ਨਹੀਂ proper ਕਰਦੇ. So what can be the solution for that, for proper recruitment? That professionalism needs to be part of every organization. Professionalism needs to be part and parcel of every organization. So अगर वो professionalism introduce करेंगे, फिर गलत employees recruit ही नहीं होंगे. New employees ਜਿਹੜੇ hire करांगे वो हमेशा proper employees hire करांगे, and that is why there will never be a problem. So the best example here is of big international companies like Google, Apple, Facebook, YouTube, etc. Now what is good about these companies? They provide a unique work culture for their employees. That is what you will be writing. Like they have restaurants in their offices, they have gyms in their offices. In other offices ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ playgrounds ਮਿਲ ਜਾਣਗੀਆਂ, sleeping area ਮਿਲ ਜਾਏਗਾ. They have different types of other activities like a singing room, a library. So an office is not just an office, it is a proper environment which gives a work culture to make everybody feel comfortable. Okay, so that is our main body para 2 of the solutions. Apart from these also, if you have any other points, you can use those also. So let's move to the conclusion now. Now the length of conclusion, it has to be 30 to 40 words. And there is a rule for conclusion that in conclusion we never add any example. ਕੋਈ ਵੀ ਅਸੀਂ example ਨਹੀਂ conclusion ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਦਵਾਂਗੇ. Second rule is no new information. Conclusion ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਅਸੀਂ ਕੋਈ ਵੀ ਨਵੀਂ ਇਨਫੋਰਮੇਸ਼ਨ ਨਹੀਂ ਦਵਾਂਗੇ. Conclusion ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਅਸੀਂ ਕੋਈ ਵੀ example ਨਹੀਂ ਦਵਾਂਗੇ. So what can be the idea in conclusion? That if business has to be successful, if a company has to be successful in its competitive environment of today, then these relationships, the relationship between ਕਿਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ relationship ਹੈ? New employees, employers ਜਿਹੜੇ ਰਿਕਰੂਟ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ ਐਂਡ ਸੀਨੀਅਰਸ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਕੰਪਨੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੰਮ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ, ਸੀਨੀਅਰ EMPLOYEES. ਸੋ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਰਿਲੇਸ਼ਨਸ਼ਿਪ ਹੈ ਇੱਥੇ ਮੈਂ ਵਰਡ ਯੂਜ਼ ਕਰਾਂਗਾ ਉਹ ਕਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦਾ ਰਿਲੇਸ਼ਨਸ਼ਿਪ ਹੋਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ? ਇਟ ਸ਼ੁੱਡ ਬੀ ਅ ਸਿੰਬੋਇਸਿਸ. ਸਿੰਬੋਇਸਿਸ ਮੀਨਸ ਅ ਵਿਨ-ਵਿਨ ਰਿਲੇਸ਼ਨਸ਼ਿਪ ਜਿਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਭ ਦਾ ਹੀ ਭਲਾ ਹੋਵੇ, ਜਿਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੋਈ ਵੀ ਇਹ ਨਾ ਫੀਲ ਕਰੇ ਕਿ ਆਈ ਐਮ ਲੈਫਟ ਆਊਟ. ਸੋ ਨਿਊ EMPLOYEES ਨੂੰ ਪ੍ਰੋਪਰ ਟ੍ਰੇਨਿੰਗ ਦਿੱਤੀ ਜਾਵੇ, ਫੇਵਰੇਬਲ ਐਟਮੋਸਫੇਅਰ ਕ੍ਰੀਏਟ ਕੀਤਾ ਜਾਵੇ in order to mitigate any issues, because the ultimate aim of any business is to earn profit, and what can be done to earn profit? The employees can be made happy. If the employees are happy, customers will be happy and a business will be successful. Okay, so the future of any business lies in the hand of the employees. They are the most important ingredient of a company. So that is how you will end the conclusion. In conclusion, you can use some connectors like agglomerating all the points means collecting all the points, or you can simply use to conclude, that kind of simple connector also. So I hope you enjoyed today's essay. It's a new topic. You might see this in the actual test. Go through all the points. I'll be sharing the link also of this, and if you have any questions you can WhatsApp me on 738024197. I'll repeat 738024197. This is just a WhatsApp number, so don't try calling it. Just drop a message. You can share your written solutions also. I'll go through your solutions and I'll give you feedback. And please don't forget to subscribe our channel, like our videos. It will motivate us to upload more and more videos in the future. Thank you from Conation Academy. See you in the next video.